Hey guys, Randy Anderson here, and I'm excited to once again continue the MODEXUS Rising Stars series. And if you don't know what this is, you can find it on YouTube. Go find our official YouTube platform and make sure you hit subscribe. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscriptions, and it's free for you to subscribe, by the way. So no stress there. But we get to 1,000 plus, then we can get rid of all the advertising and stuff. So make sure you go find us on YouTube. It's the official YouTube channel or community. And so you can find the MODEXUS Rising Stars recordings on the playlist that is titled just that. But what this does, this gives us a chance just to have casual conversations with people that have said yes to MODEXUS and are building the opportunity. They're sharing. They're making a name for our company and themselves in their area and just growing, sharing the good news. Right. So today I am so blessed to be able to have a conversation with Tracey Johnson. Tracey Johnson, there she is. Hi, Tracey.
Hello.
It's good. I've got to work with our director back behind the scenes there. I wasn't quite ready, but that's good. We're glad to see you right here. But Tracey is an RN. She is from West Central Wisconsin, which you told me was the North Woods or something like that. So that's good. I've been there, and it's a beautiful area of the country for sure. And we're going to be going back there soon with Dr. Rouse. So, Tracey, I want to welcome you today. And we're just going to have a little bit of a conversation here. I just want you to tell me a little bit about you. So let's start there. Tell us a little bit about you, your family, and just your background.
Oh, well, I'm a registered nurse. I actually went back to school in my 30s.
Mm-hmm.
Um, we had an unfortunate situation. My brother had passed away, and I actually was a housekeeper and I had a cleaning business until he passed away, and then went back to the family farm for a year. And then we decided that wasn't for us. And so my husband and my three children moved back home and decided that I needed to figure out what I was going to do since I gave up my cleaning business and went into nursing. Um, so that's how that started. I've done case management nursing for the last 14 years.
Mm-hmm.
Love that. But I also love, um, I don't know if alternative health is, or alternative medicine and alternative therapies is the correct
Mm-hmm.
word, but that led me to functional medicine. And so not this November, but the November before that, I started studying more in that. I've done some classes here and there, but really dove into functional medicine and ran into Margie Sutterloff, and she introduced me to MODEXUS. But I mean, before that, I guess I should tell you that I have three grown children,
Mm-hmm.
which are all married, and I have five grandchildren now. So I'm pleased. That's the most wonderful part of my life. Children are great, and grandchildren are even more wonderful. So we have, let's see, let me tell about myself. We have had four businesses prior to this adventure, and we just had this dream of purchasing this old general store from the 1800s, and my husband does construction, so renovated that, added a salon to this building, a coffee house. Our oldest daughter purchased the roasting business, so we added that onto it as well. And the upstairs we added into a rooming house for traveling medical staff. So and that's where I have my functional medicine business. I rent a room in the salon from my youngest daughter. And yeah, so we've done all that, but we've now sold off those businesses to our children, including our construction business. Now my husband is kind of transferring over to working for him. And yeah, this is where we're
It's
at. So
it's amazing. I had the great fortune to get to visit you back in well, I guess it was first part of December Actually, it was December 1st and 2nd, actually, if I go back and look. But it had to be one of my, it's turned into one of my favorite trips of the year, other than coming back here home to Indiana, where I'm from. But it was just meeting your family and walking in that building that you guys put all of this love into as a family to convert it into these businesses. The Scatterbrain Cafe. I know some of you may have seen the pictures we post. Absolutely fantastic. The roasting business, by the way, is for coffee. So let me clarify
Mhm.
that what we're roasting. But that is fantastic. I got sent home with some of that. So I just felt instantly welcomed walking in that building. I just knew it was fantastic. So and the fact that you're building your functional medicine business there as well, I think is going to be fantastic. um well care versus sick care. I mean, basically, I believe that's what you were referring to earlier. I mean, I think people, just kind of break it down. So you've had a amazing group of stories starting to bubble up in your area. Some of them even, close to home. You shared one recently concerning your dad. So, would you like to take a couple minutes and just share, two or three, maybe high impact stories on what why MODEXUS for you? I mean, what have you seen that really says, you know what, I want to be a part of this company, from the product side, from the formulation side, from the Dr. Rouse side?
Oh, so what sealed the deal for me, and Margie and I had chatted before MODEXUS, and so she knew we were really just trying to keep our businesses simple, and MODEXUS does that. From
Mhm.
the product side, they have incorporated everything that we need to provide the best options for our clients in a few number of products. Doing case management nursing, the worst thing for any of the clients that I worked with previously was having to take 20 different pills. And, whether that would be a medication or a supplement, that was their worst nightmare. They practically had 20 pills for breakfast versus eating
Right.
food. And MODEXUS has eliminated that. We can take two of the longevity and support the liver, cover the nutritional gaps that are in the diet, and help them be well. So it's not only is it simple, it's cost effective, and it works.
Yeah.
What else is there to say? And then the other products that you've added with Lift and Tranquility, they just cover all the gaps.
Yeah.
Outside of, I hope that at some point you add a men's product in there. I think
We
you've
might.
just you've nailed it.
Yeah.
So it just fits. And as far as stories, we had the testimony about my mom. I think that's absolutely a number one. It has really helped me to drive home the level of quality that these products are. The fact that my mom can be on chemotherapy, has been taking chemo for 6 months. She has multiple sclerosis. It's really pertinent that her liver was able to function as optimally as possible. And by introducing longevity at the very beginning of her journey with that, we've had absolutely no side effects.
Mhm.
And that was crucial because when you have someone who can't walk, and with MS, how that works for her is if she ends up in bed for any length of time, it sets her back and she'll walk even less and be even stiffer and more immobile than she was prior to the beginning of this. So it was
Mhm.
really super important. So I can't stress enough how grateful my family is that she has not had to suffer at all. And to top it off, we've added Lift by a little bit of a fluke. We really feel like that was a God wink moment in our life, how that worked out. But we added Lift, and my mom's feet are coming off the ground. She hasn't picked up her feet in 4 years. I don't, I mean,
Don't
that in
don't you love
itself.
God winks? Don't you love God
Yeah.
winks? I mean, it's a you have some very powerful stories developing within your family, and then of course with patients, clients, and just people in the community. I got to meet several people there, and I know we're going to get to meet a whole lot more because as a healthcare professional, wouldn't you agree? People are looking for answers. They want
Oh,
to
sure.
understand the difference between well care and sick care, and
Mhm.
what is available. And you said something early on that I think is very key here and people need to hear. And coming from you with your credentials is very key. MODEXUS takes the guesswork out of supplementation.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And it takes it out for me, and it takes it out for the client, that's coming in, or the customer in this case. They don't have to think about it.
Yeah.
And that just makes it, and the people that I have talked with, and I said, oh, you can get rid of your vitamin D, you can get rid of your calcium, you can get rid of your magnesium, you don't need it. They're in here. They're like, really? You're sure? I'm like, I'm
Yeah.
absolutely sure.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, it's
Well, and
priceless.
high quality ingredients
Mhm.
at the right amount and not too much. I mean, from professionally speaking too, I mean, I know you see this. People probably come in with buckets of stuff they've gotten at the big box stores and the vitamin shops and all those type of things, and they got big buckets of stuff. I mean, what do you think the difference is quality wise between what we offer and I mean, everything comes off those shelves. Shelf space is expensive, and the dollar drives everything. Are they getting quality products when you go do that?
Well, as a nurse, we call them bedpan bullets, so that should say it all.
Ah, what's that again? You call them what?
Bedpan bullets, because they don't
Bedpan
dissolve.
bullets because they don't
Yeah,
dissolve.
right. They come out. They come out
Wow,
instead of doing what they're supposed to do.
wow.
Pharmaceutical grade typically don't. The ones that people can get with their insurance, what insurance
Mhm,
covers, are usually a pill versus a capsule that would dissolve,
mhm.
and so they don't get they don't get the results that they need to get out of that.
Wow. Well, so I mean, so they think they're getting a great deal, but they're basically getting nothing for their money versus what we have here. So
Absolutely.
I'm gonna pivot a little bit if I can, and I really appreciate your perspective as a healthcare professional. But let's pivot a little bit here to the opportunity side because the big picture with Modexus is our culture, first of all. And I know
Mhm.
I've heard you speak about the culture here, that it's unlike anything you've ever experienced before. So you want to hit on that real quick, and then the opportunity we have because we do this right. We do it right. We're very customer oriented, but there is an opportunity here, and I think healthcare professionals are no different than any other business. They're looking for ways to, they've got to generate revenue, income.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
let's close out with those two things. Overall, the culture here is the company and what makes us different in your mind, and why is this a safe place for you as a healthcare professional too? To put your name, to put your stamp of approval. You work hard for that licensing. For the certifications and things that you have to have. I know I've got, I mean, I've got an RN in my house too. So these things don't just come by accident. So why is this a safe place? What do you like about the culture? And what do you
Oh,
see as far as the opportunity side of things?
I like that. I think the thing that's most valuable to me as far as the culture is everybody's cheering each other on. So
Mhm.
when somebody wins, it's a win for all of us. It's not just a win for Tracey and somebody's trying to compete with me to the top. And there's nothing wrong with being competitive, but the group here is just as supportive as if they won it themselves. And
Mhm.
to me, that's priceless. And everybody's willing to chime in and, give positive, constructive feedback on any questions. There's no drama. There's no negativity. It's all about building up the team. And I just think that's fantastic. So being a part of that type of culture is priceless, especially in the culture that we currently live in.
Yeah.
To find a place that is stressed less is makes it a lot easier to come and do what you need to do and feel
Yeah.
supported. So
And it's
culture is,
safe. That
yeah,
would you agree it's a
absolutely.
safe place for you to hang your credibility and your credentials as well, and know that
Right.
we've got your back.
Absolutely. And having Dr. Rouse and Dr. Dina there to put questions out to also gives you that extra support. So again, yes, it's safe because I've got somebody that's going to have my back and give me the knowledge I need if I'm lacking it. So that's great. As far as the opportunity, um I have done affiliate marketing in the past, and none of them have had the compensation plan or have had it set up the way that this company does. I
Mhm.
don't have to, well, and I'm not that person that looks at that. It's about the people for me. Do I need to worry about the numbers? To a point, yes, but if I do right by people, the numbers should take care of me, and in this company, it does that. I can't
Amen.
say that for all the other affiliate marketing companies that I've been with, and I've probably done 3 or 4 other ones.
Mhm.
And bar none, this one has done what it should do and said it's going to do. So
Yeah.
thank you.
Well, certain, servant heart, servant focus, serving others. And I couldn't have said it better, Tracy. When you're focused on helping people get what they need and want to be able to live a better quality life, then everything that you need will be taken care of. You just have to have faith and believe that. Just say less to more people, right? It's like we talked about when I visited you. We just got to say
Right.
less to more people. We want to make MODEXUS a household name in Minnesota and Wisconsin and beyond for sure. And you're going to be a big part of that. Tracey is also a silver advocate with this company and growing. So we're proud of you for that as well. But we appreciate you saying yes and also trusting us, being a healthcare professional, trusting us with your good name, basically. That
Thank
we've
you.
got your back. So I'm looking forward to celebrating your continued success. I know you're going to grow a great team, and we appreciate you so much. Is there anything you'd like to say to everyone in closing? Just I'm just proud of you, Tracey. You're growing leaps and bounds, doing great things.
You know what? Just get out there and share so somebody else can have the improvement in their life that we've seen in
Yeah,
ours. It isn't don't keep this a secret. People need to know what's available and know the quality of products that we have, because I have not seen anything like this before. It's a gift and we need to share it. So go get it.
absolutely. Absolutely. Well, we're cheering you on. We're cheering your team on, Tracey. And this has been a MODEXUS Rising Stars segment with Tracey Johnson. She's a registered nurse and a silver advocate here at MODEXUS from Downsville, Wisconsin, which is west central Wisconsin. It's a beautiful area. Guys, if you're listening and you're ever through that area, take a few minutes, and it's south of Menominee, about 8 miles, I believe, if I remember right. And you want to take a minute, just kind of plan it maybe around lunchtime. Go to the Scatterbrain Cafe and have some lunch. Maybe you'll get a chance to meet Tracey as well. You'll be glad you did. All right, guys, this is all for now. And until next time, stay healthy.